Hello everyone. I ordered this little sensor, this TCS34725 RGB sensor. The reason being, when I'm building my scanner, what I want to also add to my scanner is colour. So when we're scanning sort of the point cloud, each point will have its own colour as well. So we need something to detect the colour. This little thing in the middle here, this little bit here, is the actual thing. It's a 3.3 volt device, and all it needs is a capacitor really. All this other stuff is so that, excuse me, so that we can use 5 volts, because we've got a V in here. Okay, let's see, it's a bit shiny, that, isn't it? Can I make that? There we go. So we've got V in there, and it allows 5 volts. So basically what this chip is doing is dropping 5 volts down to 3 volts. It's a linear regulator. And these two chips, now is it this one? Right, I think these two transistors here, these are just a logic level shifter, and these two transistors have a pair of resistors with them. So I think this one has these two, and this one has these two, and it just drops 5 volts. Well, it's whatever this can take, so it might be more than 5 volts. I think this might take 5.5. Anyways, so that's what that does, and then this well, actually the MOSFETs are these. So, and this MOSFET here actually switches this LED on and off. Now, I don't know if you can see, I've got this brown wire from ground to LED. This is to turn it off. And the reason I'm not using this LED is because, well, to tell you the truth, playing with light and colours it's not simple. It's just red, green and blue, you know. So although this says it's white light, this LED. These LEDs are actually blue or ultraviolet, and they have a phosphor inside them, and it's the phosphor that shines the white light, not the actual LED. I've got I found a web page that actually sort of shows you. So here's a web page. So this LED here I'm not using because there's too much blue in it. Even though it looks white and it shines everything white, there is a blue tinge to it, and this affects the color capture of this device, this TCS34725, because this captures red, green, blue, and brightness. Well, they call it clear, but it's like the total light source. And so, yeah, this I found this site that sort of describes what I'm on about. I'll just zoom in a bit here to this picture. This is the picture that I want you to see. Can I? Let's just there. So inside the LED, you've got the light emitting diode. This is it's more blue. Well, it's ultraviolet, and inside you've got this yellow stuff, which is the phosphor. And what this diode does, it shines ultraviolet, bluish light through the phosphor, and the phosphor glows white. But if we look at the spectrum, it shows there's another part of this. It's a read if you want to know about stuff, but it's a lot of it is way over my head. Yeah, so it's down there, this one here. So if we look at the it shows a spectrum here, what's going on. Where are we? lost it. Zoom in a bit. There we go. You can see that we've got the ultraviolet here, which is this spike here is what the actual LED is transmitting, shining, and what have you. So, and in here is what the phosphor's doing. So the phosphor is giving us our full spectrum of white light, which is basically all our rainbow colours. That's what we can see. But obviously we have a total emission, so we have a nice white light here, and we still have the ultraviolet coming through. We don't see the ultraviolet. We may see a bit more blue than we should be seeing because it's in this area here, and that's what's given me the issue with getting the right colour with this sensor. So I just wanted to just mention that, because what because what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use one of these RGB LEDs. So this is one of those intelligent RGBs which you can actually select. This one has a clock and a data lead. It's not a single data lead. You know, you don't just put power in and clock and data in and data out. This actually has data and clock in. It makes it easier to control with an Arduino or a microcontroller that's doing other work as well. Because basically all you have to do is just what's the word? I'll come up with the word in a minute. So all we have to do, we don't need a nice fast clock frequency to send the data. We can just bit bang the data out, so we can just set the clock high and whatever value it is, and send that as a pulse, and then send another pulse, clock high or low. Well, clock will go low, high, and then what other. So we have it goes as a pair, sort of. If you well, I think I went into that sort of thing with SPI. Well, this is what it looks like. Your clock is going in and out. So instead of having to go at some really fast frequency, we can just bit bang each bit. So we just go bit bang, bit bang, bit bang, bit bang, bit bang, bit bang, and you just do it the once to set the colours, and that's it. It's done. We don't have to continue sending that signal. Yes. So the reason I'm using this RGB, because it has 3 LEDs in it. And it isn't one of those, they are LEDs with the phosphor on, the actual LEDs that transmit red, green and blue. So I've got full control over the light spectrum. I don't know if this has a light spectrum. Does it have anything? Oh, here we go. Yes. So this is, so we can actually control the blue, the green and the red. That we actually send, and so because we're actually controlling this, we can make a perfect white light, because we can adjust these, which I've done in my code. Let me just show you that. Where's my code? So not that one. Is it that one? Yes. So, like in my code, what I can actually do is, when we turn that LED on, I can actually set the actual levels of each red, green and blue to give a perfect white output from the LED. What else is there? Right. So we can adjust the strength of these. Right, let me just pause a minute and think. Yes. So to test this, what I've done is I'm just going to set this up. So you can see my RGB light here. This is me RGB, and that's giving white light out using the three colours. So when that shines down on there, it should reflect the three colours. Oh, let me just zoom out a touch. Let's go to that one. There we go. You can see what we're doing. And so what I've done is I've painted some well, just some bits. So that there is actually brown, yellow. Well, it looks sort of yellow to us, but it is actually orange. I don't know if you can see. It does look orange. It is orange. It's supposed to be yellow, but you know, depending on the background and how thick the paint is, it's sort of orange. It's supposed to be red. That's supposed to be blue, and then I've got my white and my black. So this is my white and black. Originally I had this to set my white balance, but I'm just using the white now because it's important. It's white balance I've found. This has been quite a interesting adventure, trying to get this to sort of work. So what I'll do is I've just set it up so that is over the top of the white, and what we have is my white light shining on it, and there we go. So what I can do is I can actually now move this across like that, and it should be sort of getting those different colours. What I've done is I wrote an Arduino, well, my Arduino code. So this is my Arduino code. It's for the TCS34725, and it also controls, like I say, the LED, SK9822. Basically all it does, we do a bit of calibration. So when I turn it on to start with, my Arduino, when it first turns on, we need to have it over the white here, so it actually sets the white balance, and then it should dish out some values. What I have done is if we go to tools, serial monitor, what it actually does is it outputs these values. So let's just stop that scrolling. So what it does, it gets the raw data, so it gets the actual data from the sensor. So these are the four values the sensor gives out. So these, it's connected by I2C, by the way. Yeah, the I2C gives you these four values, which is the red, green, blue, and clear. Clear is everything. It's white light. It's supposed to be. And what I'm doing is I'm converting it to a pink 32 colour. It's a 32-bit depth colour, which is that. But I'm also converting it to an actual web colour as well. So this is a web colour. This is the same as this one here, you can see, but it doesn't have these two, which is the alpha. It's just basically I'm just making it a hex and sticking FF in there, so it's fully on. There's no transparency, basically. Yeah. Anyway, rambling there again. So yeah, I do this web colour, and then what I used to do is 1 minute. Yeah, I didn't have that ready. Right. Yeah, what I used to do is I used to just get this colour picker from I won't say any colour picker will do, and I used to just copy this value, just copy that, and we just paste it into here, and we get the colour it's telling us. So these are all pretty much the same. So that was my white balance. So let me just reset my Arduino again, and to see if, well, it should be giving it an actual white really, but right, it started. So let's just get that the same, maybe slightly different. Copy that, and then go okay. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. And then what I would do is I would just move it along, so like this, and say we go on to the blue, and I would just get my thing, and we'd just copy the web color again, bring up the web page, paste that in, and then we should have the blue. Well, yeah, this is what I found that with the colours. Let's cut and do a red. So a red. So yeah. So let's just copy that one and see what that looks like. Yeah, sort of red. Yeah. Like I say, the darkness and the brightness and darkness is an issue, because it all depends on the ambient light as well. Because if the sun decides to shine through my window, it totally changes all the colours, because the light source that we have is it's all dependent on the light source we have. You've got to have a proper light source, you've got to set the white balance, and then you've got to take a reading, and things can change. There could be shadows, reflections, or anything. But anyways, what happened is I got sick of copying and pasting, so I decided to write a little application. So I made this application with all this code. And if we run that, oh, hang on, I'll just better make sure we don't have, yeah, I have to turn this off because it's my application goes on the same COM port, so we can't have that open. And I connect on that basically, and what that should do is let me just have that up. My application should show us the colour. And this way I don't have to keep copying and pasting. So what we can do is we can go back to the white. There you see, that looks white. I don't know what it was with the web page, but the web page was pretty crap really. And there's our black. Oh right, hang about, black's not right, is it? So let me just go to the white and reset my Arduino. I bet the sun's affecting it now. So I reset the Arduino. Right, that's black, that's whitish, and then we've got, should have a bluish. Yeah, I'm actually just holding my hand in front of the sensor. There's our red, and that looks orange to the sensor, and this is our brown. So it's not too bad. Like I say, it all depends on the light source to what actually colour you get, but yeah, so I've got halfway between and it's picking up halfway between, so you get greys, which is quite cool actually, that it goes black as it goes over, and then we get the grey, because we're getting a bit of both, and then we get the white, and then we go to the blue, sort of like white blue, and then sort of dark blue. Then as you turn to the red, you get the brown in between, but then you get the red. Yeah. And then you get more, well, yeah, I've really had difficulty. Let me just move myself from the window, and you can see if I move my hand in front, how much difference the sunlight, if the sun comes out, you'll see a great big difference. Hang on, I forgot to turn my, I've got my overhead light on as well. Yeah, I forgot to turn that off. Let's just go back to the white and zero in that. Yeah, I've got the LED light above, so I'll just reset the Arduino, Right, so it's a bit off-white, and if I move my hand, you see the shadow of my hand there. It certainly makes a difference. So do we still have a black? Yeah. And then we have a blue. Well, it's more of a green. And then we've got a red. Then we've got an orange and brown. Yeah, so like I say, let's see if I can get that a bit lower. This also makes a bit of a difference as well to what it's picking up. So I'll just reset the Arduino again. Yeah, you see I've got a bit of a blue there, so let me just rearrange. Yeah, it's a bit brighter now. And like I say, if I move out the way, if I move, block the view from the window, and then let the window come in, sunlight's supposed to be better. So there's my blue, my red. Well, like I say, it looks orange, and if you do look close, it does look orange. So yeah, this was just a quick video, hopefully, just to show you me messing about with my what do you call it again? The TCS34725 color sensor. But yes, it definitely matters what the source light is for it to get the colors. Calibration is a bitch. So I hope you enjoyed that. That from that. Let me just find the off switch. I've lost my right. Yeah. Okay, guys. I hope that you found that interesting. Catch you later.